Hi, I'm attorney Ernesto Borges, senior partner at Billbusters, and we have successfully represented over 50,000 people just like you filing for bankruptcy protection. If you're taking the time to watch this video, you might be considering filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. After looking at this information and you're not sure, which way to go, I want you to take a look at our Chapter 13 video so that you can make an informed decision about which chapter you might need to file, which is the better option for you. Or just call one of our experienced attorneys at our office right here at Billbusters. Chapter 7 bankruptcy is called a liquidation bankruptcy. It's the bankruptcy that allows you to wipe out debt, but you have to liquidate your assets sometimes. Federal bankruptcy law allows you to wipe out debts, certain kinds of debts. We prepare a petition for you. We prepare a schedule. We get you filed. What's known as an automatic stay goes into effect, stopping those creditors. All right, an attorney called an interim trustee is appointed by the courts after we get you filed. He's going to review your documents, he or she review your documents, and this is done at a meeting called a 341 creditors meeting. And it happens about 45 days after filing your case. And the trustee is looking for certain things, looking to see if you have any assets that he can liquidate. And he looks at what are called exemptions. It gets a little complicated, but we've done this a whole lot of times, so we know how to do this for you. And if you don't have the ability to pay your debts, he's going to make a finding and he's going to say, well, this person can't pay these debts. He's going to make a no asset finding, which means that you don't have any property that he could liquidate or convert to cash, and that you don't have any excess income to pay your debts. And the majority of people don't. The majority of people that file a Chapter 7 bankruptcy don't really have any assets. And these are normally honest, hardworking people who've fallen on hard times. And once the trustee does this, he's going to make this finding at the 341 meeting. He's going to give your creditors an opportunity to object. They might come up with some objection, like you got hidden assets or something. Normally, this isn't the case. But most of the time, this happens. The trustee makes his finding. 60 days after that, if there are no objections, it's going to go to the court. It's going to go to the judge. The judge is going to sign an order granting you a discharge. And that's permanently going to wipe these debts out. If things like mortgages and cars, where people still want to keep their cars and their mortgages. And that's called a reaffirmation, where you get to keep your car, get to keep your home, but you do have to make those payments if you want to keep that property. Or you could just say, look, I don't want the house anymore. I don't want the car anymore. That's up to you. These things that are not wiped out in a Chapter 7, that I've just mentioned, the parking tickets, the student loans, and so forth, you might want to consider filing a Chapter 13. So come in and see us. We can tell you what your better option is, whether it's a Chapter 7 or whether it's a Chapter 13. If you've got a lot of parking tickets, you might want to file a Chapter 13, get off the boot list, keep your license intact, things like that. So come in and see us and we can tell you which one is better for you. Now, once you get this discharge, you will have gotten what's called a fresh start. That's what Congress intended by making these bankruptcy laws. However, it's going to take you a couple of years to get your credit score back where you want it from filing a bankruptcy, but we'll help you do that also. You'll be inundated with all kinds of new credit cards and all that, but we don't want you to do that unless you get a good deal. Okay? So now you have every legal right to represent yourself in the filing of a bankruptcy. I want you to know that. But the process is not simple, and the consequences of making a mistake can be extremely significant. At Billbusters, we have a staff of experienced bankruptcy attorneys available to review your situation, answer your questions, and if you choose to, we can work with you. We can do a no money down for you if that's the situation. If you can't even come up with your filing fees, but you've been on your job for a while, come and see us. We can do a no money down bankruptcy for you, and then you just pay us over time. If you're seriously considering filing for bankruptcy protection, call us at Billbusters. We'll be glad to help you, and you'll be happy that you called us. Thanks for listening.